do I feel like I linger between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all, lose it all, lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Yeah. Now we won't go back home today, until the very last hour. We still got a few more days to slay, it's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all, lose it all, lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm.
Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another Division build guide video. It's Easter today, so happy Easter to anybody that celebrates it, or if you don't celebrate it, happy holiday. You know, you got time off school or work maybe, so happy holidays. Let's get into this build. First of all, you're looking at it, the beautiful build that you're looking at. 380k DPS, 650k toughness and 88k skill power. Your boy. The DPS was with white card counter, so now it's dropped back down to its normal form. I was hoping it was going to do that pretty quick. So my DPS is actually 323,000 or 320k, and my toughness is at 640k. Not a lot of people have seen this build. I'm probably going to put in the video title, you know, 400k DPS, 650k toughness, because you can make it so you have the white card counter all the time, so it is 380k DPS all the time. First of all, let me just, you know, get into this build and then we'll have a little chat about why it's so good after. It is a 9k solo or team, 9k stamina striker build that will punch out as much damage as possible. It's not to resist bleed, it's not to do anything like that, you know, it's to keep itself alive and punch out as much critical hit chance and damage as possible. Let's get into the guns. First of all, obviously we're using a house with a DMG of 17.1 with deadly, with its talents being deadly, critical hit damage is increased by 15%. Unforgiven, missing a house segment increases your damage 1 missing segment plus 10%, 2 missing segments plus 25%. And then obviously card counter, where it flips, so there's more DPS on the white card, and then on the black card there's more DPS to the end of the clip, which is why you don't see it. So it is 380k DPS all the time, which is you know, just amazing. And then here's the mods. So the magazine is magazine size, crit chance, rate of fire. I like my crit chances on my magazine. On my site, it's prored.site with 18 critical hit damage, 5% headshot damage, and 4% optimal range. The small muzzle or loud vent brake here, 18% critical hit damage, 6% headshot damage, 5% optimal range, and plus 47% increased threat, whatever. Small grip dash red, 19 critical hit damage, 2.50 stability, 5% reload speed. That is how you want to mod this weapon, with as much crit damage as you can get. I actually don't have the fully optimized build of this, so there's going to be a 3.0 of this build, obviously. Anyway, onto our secondary, the lightweight M4 assault rifle. It has a DMG of 14.9. Its talents are vicious, critical hit chance increased by 10% while having more than 2 segments of health. Deadly, critical hit damage increased by 15%, and responsive, damage increased by 10% when closer than 10 meters to the target, which is amazing. Its mods is its magazine size, reload speed, and rate of fire. Its sight is like a different one from like 1.7. Critical hit damage, accuracy, headshot damage. Its suppressor, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, headshot damage, and reduced threat. That is an amazing suppressor. And its grip is critical hit damage, reload speed, and stability, which is also amazing. And if you guys want to know, double-barreled sawn-off shotgun, DMG of 118k. Its talents are vicious, critical hit chance increased by 10% while having more than 2 segments of health. Sustain, killing a target increases your health by 6%, and Determine, killing a target reduces all skill cooldowns by 7.50%. Or, if you don't like the double-barreled sawn-off, you can use First Wave X45 with Expert and Responsive. Obviously you don't have any mods on this thing, so yeah. So that is the guns. Now let's get into the critical hit damage and chance of the house. Critical hit chance is 45% with the house, and critical hit damage is 112, headshot damage is 62, stability is 33. Onto the lightweight M4. Critical hit chance is 32%, critical hit damage is 111, headshot damage is 87, and stability is 33. Now, I just want to say something real quick. I actually have really crappy gloves for my striker build. They're not the greatest. I'm actually looking for some better ones. You see how it has health and kill there? I actually want some critical hit damage. That way I'd be sitting on like 45% crit chance and, you know, 130 critical hit damage. But I do have some. Look, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and SMG damage. The one problem is the crit damage re-rolled, and so is the SMG damage, so I cannot re-roll the firearms off of it. So that is not a 9k stamina build. But I run it for my other builds, 7k, 6k sometimes. But yeah, that's the main stats. Now let's get into the gear. On the chest piece we have, it's rolled into stamina with health and exotic damage resilience. You can put skill haste there because it's not a bleed resistant build like I said. You can change it up to health and skill haste like that and go more toughness if you wanted to. But, you know, a little bit of exotic damage resilience, no harm. On the mask, we have it rolled into into stamina with 4% critical hit chance, which is why our DPS is, you know, good, and then blind death resistant. On the knee pads, we have it rolled into something different. We have it rolled into stamina, but we have critical hit damage. This is what you want to do. Look at my toughness. I don't have health on the knee pads and I'm still getting this toughness because I've taken my stamina from 9k base up to a 9,120, keeping my toughness that high. So yeah, 8% critical hit damage, which can be optimized. Damage to elite, bleed resistant. You have to have bleed resistant on the knee pad. You have to, because without running exotic damage resilience, bleed resistance will lower the tick. So say you normally get 5 ticks of bleed, having like 50% resistance will take you down to 2 to 3 ticks, and this could save your life. And I'm going to put some clips in this video in the gameplay where I will show you me being bled and it not doing anything to me. So that's the knee pads. Onto the backpack. Yet again, instead of health, we have it rolled into stamina. This is the thing that everyone's not doing. They're rolling 5 pieces into stamina and 1 piece into firearms. I'm rolling everything into stamina to keep that toughness, keep a good amount of DPS, and also then I don't have to stack into health like other people are having to do. So there we go, 9% critical hit damage and ammo capacity. That's what you want on here. And then the gloves rolled into stamina, 12% SMG damage, critical hit chance, and health on kill. You do not want health on kill. I messed up. Go ahead and change the health on kill, which I can't anymore. But yeah, go ahead and change health on kill because it's not good. And then the holster is rolled into firearms with 4% critical hit chance. But you might be like, Ryan, you just said like nothing was rolled into firearms. As you can see, my stamina is also maxed out, and my firearms is, my electronics is also maxed out. This is a fully maxed out holster nearly. It just needs 1 more roll onto it. But yeah, it's rolled into firearms, but it has the same firearm stamina and electronics because it's nearly maxed. So yeah, that is the main part of this build. We can just look for a couple of stats here. Reload speed bonus and stuff like that. Enemy armor damage 15% on this gun. Exotic damage resilience 11%. Bleed resistance 31%. That's how you need it. You need more bleed resistance if you can get it. So yeah, this build is absolutely amazing. It literally, like, it's got so much toughness with a 4K firearm, a lot of DPS. Let me just show you the abilities here. I'm using booster shot to get more DPS. Booster shot, like, running overdose just doesn't give you a good enough heal, or defib, just, you know, the defib lasts about 2 seconds. You can run a pulse if you want to get more critical hit chance and damage. So my 45% would go up, let's add 10, you know, it would go up to 55%, and then my critical hit damage would go from like 100 and, what is my critical hit damage? Let's go check it out. On the house, my critical hit damage is 12, so it'll go up to like 120%. If you want to do that, you can run pulse, which is a good idea. You can run pulse. You might not want to run the Russian one, it just depends what you want to run. And then obviously immunizer to get the bleed off of us. Obviously we've got to use immunizer. Oh, by the way, this is coming back every 35 seconds, and this is coming back every 49 seconds. My heal for booster would be coming back every 49 seconds, 53 there and 44 there. And then obviously we're using a green. I don't really like greens because if I'm playing solo I'll use a green, if not I'll use a blue and let my friends use the other tac link and green. But yeah, this is my favorite build at the minute for going solo in the dark zone and just absolutely demolishing kids, because I mean it's got 450k toughness as well as a good portion of DPS when card count is activated, as well as you've got like a little bit of range where you like with M4. If you do want to run a showstopper with Unforgiving, Predatory, or Vicious and Deadly, go ahead and do that. The only thing that I would say is wrong with this build is the gloves running health on kill, and maybe the house not running Deadly Vicious, because Deadly Vicious would max out our crit chance and still have the same amount of crit damage. I'm still looking for a Deadly Vicious house, so yeah. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this build, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new around here, comment down below if you like the build, try it out. Try and comment down below, tell me how you run your build. Add me on PS4 at RyanBurner. Anyway, thank you for watching, peace out.